Hey everyone, hello there, hope you're doing okay. Roberto here for another video review. It's Tony's Chocolonely Littl Bits. Yes, it's the Milk Marshmallow and Biscuit mix. There we go, how about that? So yeah, what's it basically got? So, milk chocolate fair bit by bit, it says there. Doesn't really give any elaboration on what they are, so I think it's left to the back. So it says marshmallow and biscuit mix. Okay, so it looks like basically a milk chocolate ball. Some of them got marshmallow insides and some have got a biscuit inside. So yes, thanks so much RM and Shoei for recommending these ones. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me know what your favourite these was. These are ones I probably was most excited for, but they've all got quite nice little quirks. I think the marshmallow one sounds so different. Fingers crossed it turns out to be as interesting as it sounds. Another little caption now, what does that say? Risk it for a biscuit, it says. Alright. Marshmallow wit for fellow. Okay. Alright, so what does it say? What else does it say on it? It's got this spiel on the back. I've read this 3 times now. I've reviewed the other 2 in the range. The triple chocolate mix and the biscuit and caramel mix. Lots of sea salt biscuit. Yeah, caramel, sea salt and biscuit mix, yeah. This one as well. So we've seen this blurb a couple of times. Basically, it's just, well, we'll go over it. Why not? We may as well. Why not? Sweet tooths assemble and get a load of this. Gooey, what does it say? Gooey, chewy marshmallow bits. Sweet, crunchy biscuit bits. Both smothered in a chunky layer of our 100% traceable, dreamy, creamy milk choco. It's definitely creamy. Well, I'm sure it's traceable as well, but you know, definitely a creamy milk chocolate. Mix them together and it's a pudding a pouch. Yum. Alright, our mission is 100% stay-free chocolate, not just our chocolate, but all chocolate worldwide. That's where you come in. That's where we come in, apparently. The more people who choose stay-free chocolate, the sooner it'll become the norm. Together we can make chocolate fairer, bit by bit. Are you in? Well, as I've said in the past 2 reviews, it's just not fair to put the onus on people, to buy it. I mean, you make it cheap and make it nice, and we'll buy it by default. That's your job. You make us, you make us want to buy it. Don't make us, guilt tripped into it. Because some people can't afford to spend the money you charge for these chocolates, just to follow your vision of the world. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, money speaks. People who can make that choice will do. But again, ultimately, if it doesn't taste nice, then people won't pay the extra money for it, even then. So you've got to make it nice and make it cheap. Get one of the 2 right, you're halfway there. But you need both, basically. And and then people will be buying your chocolate over anyone else's, won't they? So that's job done. So yeah, I just think it's totally unfair for them to come at that approach. Really, it's just not right. I think that's morally wrong, to be honest with you. So yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright, mix of biscuits, bites and marshmallow bites covered in milk chocolate. Ingredients 76% milk chocolate. Okay. 15% biscuits. Alright, and 8% vegetable marshmallow. Alright, so it looks like it's suitable vegetarians, basically. I've not seen any suitable vegetarian symbols on here, but I assume there might be one, but it does say vegetable marshmallow. So 400 grams, so the bag is 100 grams. Yes, 514 calories, 29 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates, and per 30 grams, which is roughly a third of the pack, 154 calories, 8.6 grams of fat, 4.7 of which are saturates. There we go. All fair trade stuff there. Get in touch with me, like that if you're not happy. Alright, yeah, not bad. Alright, well, there isn't much more to say really, other than the fact that, as I said in new ones as well, that's a false top, so it's never going to be full of anything. It's false sides here, these crimpy bits. There's a kind of false bottom where it's, you can see it fills up there. So basically, long story short is, it's also, well, half empty. So by the time you take away all these bits, there'll be very little in this bag, basically. So, and again, if they're talking about saving the planet and this, that and the other, some people will argue that very much being on the side of environmentalism, you need to make these smaller so that they fit in more trucks, so that they use less fuel, things like that. But clearly, Tony's isn't doing that. So why are they not doing that? It's a question, isn't it? It's a question. Alright, so let's move myself down, give them an open, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to give these a Tony's Chocolonely Littl Bits, Milk Marshmallow and Biscuit Mix an open, and why not, Yes, at time recording I've done about 1,050 reviews, if not more. So if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. It's alright to comment to place some more reviews, or some related ones, such as other Tony's ones, other marshmallow ones, if I've got any other related ones. Yes, you'll find them there, so I'll say click like and subscribe and check those out. Hopefully enjoy this too. I will say, actually, you can see how empty it was. I was mentioning before, we took off the false top, so don't forget. So there is actually already a good couple of centimetres away. We can see it's even now still half empty. And you've got the false sides. So look at that. It could be that big, basically, if not, well, slightly smaller, maybe. So as I say, there's no reason for not really to do that on an environmental level. So, Makes you wonder, doesn't it, why they don't do that? Well, we know why they don't do that, because obviously you don't get the shelf presents, so that's taking precedent over the environment, basically. So Tony's, you know, I don't know. You would have thought, basically, a company that's trying to be so just and things, I think would avoid wasted space. Alright, so here they all are. There's loads in here. Quite a lot of the seem to be different sizes than the other ones. And I think the marshmallow ones look to be more capsule shaped. Can't get these out. There's one still left in. There we go. They're all out now. There's some chocolate residue, but they're all basically out. Yeah. Okay. So that bit at the bottom was just chocolate. All right. Okay. So I assume these are the marshmallow ones. These tabular, well, these sort of capsule shaped ones. Oh, a bit of a pain to count these ones, to be honest with you. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's remove all the ones. Let's see. These capsule shapes, as I'm quite sure they'll be the marshmallow ones. Interesting that they are different shape. I don't really know why that is. Maybe it's just to get the proportions in their eyes better. Not sure, but nonetheless, that's what they've seemed to have done. The biscuit ones, if they are the biscuit ones, a lot smaller than the ones in the other mix packs that they've done, which is interesting. All right, so that seems to be the partition there. So if this is the case, so it's 5, 10, at least these don't roll, 15, well, not very well any, 20, 25, this will be 33, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33. These ones is going to be a pain to do, I think. These ones are going to roll everywhere. We'll give it a go, Those are stuck together. A little bit bigger in this bit here. They are different sizes, you know, we're not going to go too deep into it. We'll do it by number rather than size and things. Okay. Alright, there we go. Right, so I think that's right. So what have we got? One extra there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51. But they are a lot smaller than the other ones. So, you know, make of that what you will. Yeah, there we are. All right. Okay, let's give it a bit of a and they do seem to be quite consistent, these ones, roughly. These pillow-shaped ones. Well, I'll say that. They actually are quite different. But well, they look uniform. So about 1.8 in length there. Height, about 1.2. Also, they can depend on about 1.6 and about 1.1. And these ones, are all quite small, but similar size. About 7, 8 millimeters there, diameter and height. 1.2 there. All right. But yeah, I'll say this one's a bit bigger. 1.3. About 1.1. 1.2. Depends how you do it there, I think. Okay. Right, let's give a bit of a chop. So I'm assuming these are the marshmallow ones. Yeah, it's got like a fluffy centre. So quite why the biscuit ones are so much smaller, I don't know in this case. Very strange. I said they're quite big in the other ones, so you'd think they'd just use the same ones, but yeah, strange. So the marshmallow, assuming that is marshmallow, you know. That's quite different. Yeah, but looks the same. Could be biscuit. You know, but I think it's meant to be, well, I assume it's the marshmallow because I said they're different shapes. There we go. Yeah. Can't really make much out from that. One on the right is the marshmallow one, apparently. I believe. But yeah, we need to taste them and find out. So let's do it. Let's give them a taste. Look, it's melting all in my finger. Right, slip stuff up, give them a taste. We'll find out for sure. Okay, everyone, going to give these, yes, Tony's Chocolonely Littl bits. We can't, well, can you see it's milk? You can kind of see at the top, milk, marshmallow and biscuit mix. For some reason, with Tony's, they put the flavour on the top banner like that, but it doesn't work very well when you peel it half of it off. But nonetheless, I guess it doesn't really matter too much generally, but for me, obviously, you know, showing you that, it's difficult, but there we go. So basically what we assume is marshmallow ones and these little tabs, and these sort of spherical ones, which probably are the biscuit, but when I chopped them in half, it was hard to tell for sure whether this was a marshmallow one or not. So let's give it a taste and find out. So let's do it. Yeah, definitely soft. It's soft. Does it taste like marshmallow? No, it just tastes soft. There's no real flavour there. yeah, marshmallow's got like a chew to it, a specific taste. This just tastes like eating very soft chocolate almost. I don't know, it's weird. Didn't taste marshmallow like at all. I had no marshmallow consistency. It was just like, just don't know. It was weird. It was just soft. It just soft. It was just soft. Let's try the biscuit ones. Take a couple. Not quite small. Yeah, those are the biscuit ones. Quite small, which is odd. I don't know why they're so small. And so when in the other, you know, in this one here, all of them are quite big in this form of biscuits here. Why have they made them smaller? I mean, it's still 100-gram bag, so same difference. Maybe they just tried to, I don't know, balance out somehow with the marshmallows being so light, so they tried to make them more biscuits, which I guess actually is a good. It's quite good actually. I think talking about it, because the marshmallows are so light, so there's going to be a lot of them. So they thought, well, we want to try and average it out a bit. But having said all that, there is a lot more of the biscuit ones than there is the marshmallow ones, you know. So I don't know. It was a bit of a strange decision that. Let's just try a couple of the marshmallow ones again. What are they like? It's just like a soft centre, but with nothing, no flavour. Maybe there's a slight flavour. Not bad though. They're not bad all in all. The chocolate's not, it's not too overpowering with the centre. I feel like you do get more than just a chocolate taste. And the biscuit one's been quite small. You get a bit of a nice crunch. But yeah, I really like the chocolate's a bit more balanced in this one than the other sets. For some reason, you're not getting just lots of creamy chocolate. Let's try a marshmallow one and 2 biscuit ones, let's see. It's a weird one, this one. It's a weird one. I don't know what to think of this one. I feel like the biscuit ones are pretty well proportioned, actually. I feel like because it'd be nice if they were bigger, they were just scaled up, but they're actually well proportioned. I feel like there's just the right amount of chocolate to biscuit crunch, which is quite nice. I say, which wasn't the case in the other ones in the series actually. There's just too much chocolate. And the marshmallow one as well. I feel like there's not, it's just quite right. It just seems to work quite well. But it's as if it's a flavourless cream centre rather than a marshmallow. Like a sort of powdery cream flavour, like you get in, say, Revel's the orange cream or something like that. It's not really a cream, it's like a powdery layer that has an orange flavour. It's like that, but with no flavour. I get the feeling that's what it almost is, actually. It's a very bizarre one. I quite like them, but they're pretty mundane. They're just not really much of anything. Just like they're well proportioned with the chocolate, but they've just forgotten the rest of it. The biscuit's quite nice, but again, the biscuit one works well when you've got something else with it, not just biscuits on its own. So I feel that's when it needed another. And for me, I think the perfect one would be having the biscuit and something else in it, like caramel. So have all 3 in one rather than separated out. But if you're going to separate them out, I think you want the other one to have some kind of distinct flavour. So you want to flavour the marshmallow really, to have it like some kind of other flavour, like raspberry or something, and make it a bit more interesting. And I think that's the problem with this one. Yeah, so these ones are quite average. I mean, the average chocolate products are 3 out of 5. Is that average just chocolate with nothing in it? I feel like this is probably the weakest one of the 3 bags really, just because it's got no distinct flavour. It's got distinct textures, I guess. That's the one thing it does have. It's got textures, but no flavours. It's just missing the flavour, which is really bizarre. Really bizarre. Why not flavour the marshmallow? Strange, really. It's a strange one, this one. I feel like, again, I don't feel like I can even give this a 3.5 out of 5 really like the others. I feel like this one is the weakest of the 3, and I think it's pretty average because there's just no flavour there. It's got relatively nice chocolate. It's well proportioned. The chocolate's nice. Not too much of it. It's not too creamy. It's not too impactful. The biscuit's okay, but ultimately it's just not much of anything really. And the marshmallow doesn't taste like marshmallow. No real. It's just soft. It doesn't have a marshmallow consistency. Has no flavour. It doesn't taste of anything, not even like a flavourless marshmallow. It doesn't even have, even that's got some kind of flavour. This doesn't even have that. It's just got no flavour at all. So I think for me, these ones, ultimately, they've got the proportions right and they've got the textures right, but they've just absolutely no flavour at all. And even the chocolate, because it's proportioned right, doesn't really provide much of a creamy flavour, particularly like in the other ones where it's just too overpowering. But in this case, well, I don't think it would be good if it did overpower the rest of it, because I think you'd want the flavours on top of it. But in this case, you can't even give it that it's got something about it even when it wouldn't be really particularly wanted. So yeah, And for me, these ones ultimately just pretty bland in a strange way. But good textures, but just no flavours at all. So 3 out of 5 these ones. Yeah, very forgettable really. Alright guys, let me know what you think of these ones. Yes, and sure as well. Let me know what you think. Great to hear from you, and thanks so much for putting these ones on my radar. I'd not heard of them before, so thank you so much. And everyone else as well, always great to hear from you too. Always doing best to reply. Leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you. And thanks so much again for your support, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. See ya.